Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about why as a dude you should keep your standards high with regards to women and relationships. So I had a traumatic like a relationship like 8 years ago or so, and when I look back on the things that went wrong, the first thing that came to my mind was that I I kind of I think I rated her about maybe a 7.5 out of 10 in my eyes, and I wanted to be with someone who was more was someone who from my perspective would be more like a 8.5 out of 10. And it taught me a lot of lessons about female psychology. I met her. I met this girl in Vietnam, and this was during I went back to Vietnam when I was going to my uncle's wedding, and so I was like 20 something at the time. Didn't have too much relationship experience. And so naturally, as a guy, when you don't have much relationship experience, it's kind of like we just take what we can get. And I thought, when I met her, I thought she's quite cute. She was a twin. But things started off well. We're slowly getting to know each other, this and that. And go out on dates every now and then. And she liked that because I'm from Australia. I could teach her English, and she was working at a hotel. I think things started to go bad when I started I started noticing that after I'd been with her for a month and a half, I thought maybe she's not not someone who I would want to make a wife out of, and maybe I'm the arsehole here, but I saw, I was looking at my options back then as a 23, 24-year-old guy. It got so bad that I even tried to distance myself physically, try to get far away from her as possible, and even that didn't seem to work. So I met her in Da Nang, and I thought that if I moved out to Saigon, maybe she would kind of get the picture, kind of understand that maybe it's not gonna work out. Then when this girl realized that I'd moved from Da Nang to Saigon, she said that she was going to go to Saigon. And so I tried to run away again. So while she was when she said she would go to Saigon, I said, well, actually I'm going to go further down south to Gang Thơ. And when she found out that I was going to Gang Thơ, she said, all right, I'll go there as well. And I think looking back now, the right thing to do, even though it was hard, would have been just to like kind of draw the line, like have a boundary and say, no, I really don't see us in this way, and that it would be better off for her and me in the long run to not continue on with the relationship. But she followed me back to Gang Thơ, and we spent another month or two there, and I think that's the really dangerous part, is because then it's this toxic way women think. It's like it's in their nature where when they get the feeling that man's feelings for them are uncertain, that crazily enough they fall in love even more with the guy. And that's what happened. She was so attached that I felt bad, because it felt like I was leading her on and wasting her time. When I went back to Australia, she would keep messaging me and stuff, and at one point I explicitly told her, hey, look, I like another girl as a girlfriend more. Like, can we just call it quits? But that didn't register, and she kind of got so caught up in the idea of being in a relationship with me that she suffered for probably 5 years or so, and after about 5 years or so, she got married to another guy. And when I found out that she got married to another guy, it must have been like another 7-8 years have passed. So I thought it was safe. It was safe to contact her and say, hey, congratulations on your marriage. What I did not expect was that after 8-9 years, even though she was married and she had a kid with another guy, she still messaged me as if she wanted me to be her lover, even though she was married at the time. And what was kind of sad about the situation after was that after they were married for probably a couple of years, that she ended up getting a divorce with the guy, and she would message me more on Facebook, and it's I think that kind of that shows a lot about female psychology and this idea of the alpha widow. And that's when I saw that this idea of the alpha widow is very real, and that as men we should be aware of such a thing. Like, for example, if you're dating a girl who had an ex-boyfriend who she think got away, I think it's best that you gotta make sure, if you're going to enter a serious relationship, you have to make sure that she's your number one choice. Because if she's not your number one choice, then eventually shit's gonna hit the fan. And you don't want to be a part of that. That's also another reason. As a guy, it's another reason why you have to be very honest with yourself, where you gotta know what exactly what you want, what are your minimum standards when looking for a partner, and not settle, especially if it's like the kind of relationship that could get serious, because trust me, you don't want to be traumatized for a couple of years like I did. Anyway, that's it's just me sharing my experience of being the guy that like inadvertently alpha widowed this girl. And yep, that's you gotta stay safe out there, guys. Peace.